Good morning, student. This is 8th class, and we are going to discuss about chapter 21, agriculture. Let we have to start our chapter. First, introduction. Human life depend upon several economic activities. Agriculture is a primary activity. It includes growing of crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers, and rearing of livestock. Agriculture is derived from the Latin word ager or agri, which means the soil, and culture meaning the cultivation. It means agriculture is an activity which depends upon the soil to grow the crops. Now we will discuss the factors affecting agriculture. Favorable topography is the first factor. Means if there is a favorable topography, so we can take more and more agriculture. Means flat land is best for the growing of crops. Second is soil. Alluvial soil is considered the best for growing of crops. Also black soil and the loamy soil is also adequate. Now climate. The growing of crops depend on also climate. If the climate is adequate, the crops may grow properly. Means climate refers to the sum total of weather conditions of any area. Means if the climate is adequate, like the rice is the forest, rice is the plant of tropical areas, so and subtropical areas. It can be taken in the tropical and subtropical areas like India and Indonesia and Bangladesh, such countries. Now we will discuss the farm system. Any farm system depend on three processing. First is the input. If we discuss about agriculture, in its input we include the seeds, fertilizers, machineries, labor, etc. And in the processing, we take the plugging, sowing of seeds, irrigation, weeding, and harvesting. In output give you the crops if that is agriculture, and if that is rearing of livestock, maybe give you wool, and if that poultry, give you poultry, etc. Now we will see the types of agriculture. Broadly, if we categorize the agriculture, we can categorize it subsistence farming, commercial farming. Now subsistence farming, when farmers grow for him and for his family only, for the needs of grain, food grain, it is called the subsistence farming. Here the low technological levels are seen. Wheat, potato, maize, etc. are the main crops. Now types of subsistence farming. First is intensive subsistence farming and the primitive subsistence farming. In intensive subsistence farming, agriculture is most common in take a population areas where the growing of food to feed the large population. In such areas, people do agriculture on small pieces of land due to the limited land. Simple tools, more labor. They grow wheat, made pulses, and they takes with the simple tools. Primitive subsistence agriculture. It is the oldest technique of agriculture which include the shifting cultivation and the nomadic herding. Now we will discuss the shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation, it is the slash or burn agriculture. Primitive tools such as hoe, da, and the digging sticks are used. In this agriculture, first slash or burn the trees, and after it is scattered the seeds in the ash. And after taking the crops, the farmer left this plot for few years. It may be 3 or 4 years or more than. Such type of agriculture is done in Amazon basin, tropical Africa parts, and Southeast Asia, Northeast India also. In the different parts of India it is taken. Now we will discuss the nomadic herding. In this type of farming, nomads rear their herds or the cattle. They move according to the summer season and winter season up to the hills or low to the hills or foothills or in the valleys. Some communities of the nomadic herders are these. The Himachal Pradesh lived Gaddi people, and in Jammu and Kashmir, Gujjar Bakkarwal. Now we will discuss the commercial agriculture. As it is showing its name, the commercial agriculture is done over a huge piece of land with the modern tools and technology. The main aim is only commerce, means for trade, to sell in the market. Farmers put insecticide, pesticides, and the chemical fertilizers. They highly used insecticides and the pesticides. Whole work is performed by the machines. Commercial farming can be divided into the following types. First is the commercial grain farming. Second, the mixed farming. Third, the plantation agriculture. Now some features of commercial grain farming. In the commercial grain farming, like the plantation, most of the farmers take the single crop. Larger land forms or the plots. Second, third, higher use of technology. Fourth, the use of fertilizers and pesticides and insecticides. Fourth, means fifth, purpose only for the trade or the commerce. Sixth, wheat and maize are the main crops for the commerce. Now we will discuss the mixed farming. Type of farming with the rearing of animals, the crops are grown. They also grow the vegetable, flowers and fruits. Now, plantation agriculture. It is a form of commercial farming. Tea, coffee, sugarcane or banana are such type of agriculture. In this plantation, only a single crop is taken. Rubber in Malaysia, coffee in Brazil, tea in India and Sri Lanka are the famous example of plantation. Now some major crops and the types of the crops. Food crops, which include the wheat, rice, millets and other food crops. Fiber crops, jute and cotton and hemp. Beverage crops, tea and coffee. Beverage means which may be drink. Oil seeds, the sesame, castor seeds and the groundnut and mustard. Rice. Rice is the first staple food crop. It is taken in the tropical and subtropical areas. Needed temperature is high and rainfall also required high. Wheat. It is grown in the subtropical and temperate areas. Because of it is a plant of temperate area. For the growing, cool climate is required, and for the ripening, the bright sunshine is required.